Hey there, Michael Harris here, and I'd like to welcome you to How to Create Your First WSO. Discover my personal secret method for making cash like clockwork by making simple WSOs. And first of all, before we begin, I just want to thank you for picking this up. It really means a lot to me that you're putting your faith in me to show you a new way to take your business to the next level, and I really appreciate it. Now, when I was a newbie, I used to struggle a lot. I bought all the products out there from all the so-called gurus, and what I found is they just provided very little value. I don't know if you found that or not, but it just seemed like, people would promise you the world and they deliver nothing in return for it. Just very little value. And so I became very frustrated, and I started creating my own products to help others out because I always told myself that if I ever found a solution that really works, then I'm going to put it out there so that people can take advantage of it and get helped by it. And so what I have found is that creating WSOs is an excellent way to supplement your income, and not only supplement your income, but eventually create a full-time income as well. And so when creating a WSO, otherwise known as a Warrior Special Offer, it allows you to teach on a topic that you really know about. Now, you don't have to be the number one expert on that topic either, in order to get started. In fact, you really just need to know, a little bit more than the average person, and if you can know a little bit more than the average person, then you can be very helpful to someone just starting out. So the thing is this, more and more people are coming online every day, and they're looking for new ways to make money on the internet. And at the Warrior Forum, which is one of the most popular places where online marketers share their ideas, traffic has been increasing at a steady rate during the past few years. And as new people come online to look for ways to supplement their income, they're going to the Warrior Forum for ideas. It's basically become one of the best places for internet marketers to hang out and chat with folks about their ideas. So why create WSOs? Well, if you've been learning about internet marketing for any length of time, then you've probably studied some proven methods to make money online. As a matter of fact, you may have even purchased a simple ebook or video in the form of a Warrior Special Offer, otherwise known as a WSO. And so we're going to talk about today why create WSOs. Well, first of all, they give you more control over your financial destiny in your life. Also, you can have a positive influence on others and help them out by creating WSOs. And the third thing is, you basically feel a sense of accomplishment about finally using your talents to the best of your abilities. And so, before we go on, I want to give you a quick overview on how to create your first WSO. And so number one is, first of all, you need to develop the right mindset. Number two, you need to research product ideas. Number three, you need to create the product. Number four, you need to write the sales letter. And number five, you need to list the product for sale and launch. So now that we're talking about the Warrior Forum quite a bit, I thought we would go over here and visit and take a look. And so you take a look at the Warrior Forum right now. You can see that this is what we're talking about. It's a forum for internet marketers, and it's something that a lot of people have joined. As I mentioned, traffic is really increasing to the Warrior Forum, and it really is the number one hangout place for people who are trying to make it in internet marketing to get ideas and advice. And so you can see that there are just a ton of active users here on the Warrior Forum. In fact, it says current active users 15,407. And then there's a lot of guests as well, as well as the active users and all the members. And so you can see that the traffic is definitely here. There's a lot of people trying to get help, trying to start an internet business. And, if you know anything at all about, if you've been online for any length of time, you can teach these brand new people coming on board something very valuable. And you can teach them in the form of a WSO, otherwise known as a Warrior Special Offer. In fact, let's go take a look at that section right now. So here it is on the Warrior Forum. We're going to go to Warrior Special Offer and just kind of get an example and see what's out there. And so you can see People are just basically offering little reports, either ebooks or maybe short little videos on how to do something. And these are very easy to create. In fact, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But like this person's talking about Facebook, insane results per video. This one's talking about, how to make some easy income. Facebook. You can see, so if you know anything about Facebook, for example, there's definitely a market for that. You can just take a look here and see. Rank it and bank it. Okay, so if someone knows anything about ranking in Google, whether it be ranking websites, blogs, videos, then you definitely, have some knowledge that you can share with others. Again, simple selling secrets. This is just about selling. I mean, this isn't probably even, I would say, even about specifically internet marketing, just how to sell better, because quite frankly, salesmanship, whether it be in print, whether it be in person, whether it be on the internet, it's all the same. You still have to deal with people, and you still have to get your point across to people and try to persuade them to take the action that they need to take. So again, WSOs, this is what they are. And we'll just kind of click on one just to give you an example. How about this rank it and bank it one? I don't know. We'll just click on it. Never seen it before, but we'll take a look. And so this person is offering it on a dime sale, which is something that we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, this person is definitely selling a Warrior special offer, and looks like they have some testimonials and everything on there. But now they're selling it for $37, which is, in my view, a little on the higher side for most of this market. But you can name your price. That's a great thing about the Warrior Forum. You can name your price, whatever price you want to sell it for, and get buyers. So I guarantee this person's going to get some buyers at $37. Just taking a look at another one, simple selling secrets. I had mentioned that earlier. This person has written their own sales copy, and $17. It just tells you how to sell to leads like crazy. So if you have, let's say, a list, or you have some kind of leads coming in, this information will tell you how to do it. Now, this person, again, they know about selling. They're not necessarily talking about internet marketing necessarily, but I guarantee you people in the Warrior Forum will want to know about this. So please don't think that you have to have the most expert, most technical skills on earth in order to put one of these out. As you can see, you don't. You just need to know something that's going to help people out, and probably a kind of what I call a one-step, one solution type of situation where they just have a problem. So the problem here is people want to know how to sell. Here's a solution. You want to know how to sell? Then go grab this report. It's really that simple. So let's take a look at some more WSOs and actually how to create these. So going back to our overview, again, the steps are: develop the right mindset, research product ideas, create the product, write the sales letter, and list the product for sale and launch. And that's all there is to it. Just 5 simple steps. And so let's go ahead and talk about step number 1, which is develop the right mindset. Now, this is the key ingredient that a lot of people miss when creating WSOs. What is the main purpose for launching a WSO? Well, the main purpose is very simple. It's to build a buyer's list. Okay, you want to get out there and launch WSOs, to create WSOs to sell so that you can have buyers. All right, and once you have a buyer's list, then you can scale up for even bigger profits by sending emails out to your list in the future. Now, these can be for your own products, or it can be for affiliate offers. And this is a real business. Okay, so just as you have customers in a physical business coming in the door, your buyer's list are your customers. Okay, those are people that have actually bought from you, and you know that in the offline world, let's say you go into a place and you go into let's just call it the oil change shop. Okay, you go in there and you get your oil changed, right? Well, before you know it, 3 months later, they're probably sending you a card, saying, hey, why don't you come on in and we'll give you 10% off your next oil change, right? Well, basically, they're keeping in contact with you because they have your information. Well, it's the same thing here. When you're launching WSOs, you're creating a list of people who are proven buyers who need what you have. okay, who are interested in what you have. And you can definitely make money from them, not only the first time, of course, but you can also make money really on the back end, by making the same sell, or by selling to the same buyers over and over and over again. Okay, that's where your money is made. And you can do that through your own products, but you can also do it through affiliate offers by promoting other people's products as well that you recommend. And so this is a real business. Now, let's talk about building a buyer's list. By having an email list of proven buyers, you have proof that they have spent money with you in the past and will more than likely spend money with you in the future. Now, as long as you keep giving them helpful information that will teach them more about what they want to know, then you can make money whenever you like. And this leads to a very stable business and proven profits every time that you teach something new. So we're not just necessarily getting people on our list and then just sending them offer after offer after offer. Okay, I mean, you have probably yourself been on email lists like that, and you probably want to unsubscribe as fast as you can. And it's no different here. Okay, these are real people that you're sending your emails to. So you want to be helpful. Okay, you want to provide some helpful advice, give them some tips on how to do whatever it is that you're an expert at better. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're building your buyer's list. Now, step 2 is research product ideas. Find out what others have done by going to thewarriorforum.com, which we just looked at a while ago. And what you want to do is you want to go to the main discussion and Warrior Special Offer section. And what you want to do is when you start researching some ideas, you want to look for common trends, keywords, and topics that people are interested in learning more about. Now, as you recall, we did that a while ago. We looked at headlines, and we wanted to see what gets our attention as we're going through there. Okay, so the question to ask yourself is, what problems do people want solved? And then make an action plan. Make a list of at least 10 topics that need a solution. And so, actually, before we go on to step 3, let's just go on back to step 2 for a minute, and we'll zip on over there to the Warrior Forum and take a look again. So here we are again at the Warrior Forum, and as I mentioned, we're in the Warrior Forum Warrior Special Offer section. And as you can see, just a lot of topics, a lot of ideas. And what you want to do is you want to go through here and make a note of what is something that people are really interested in. Now, how can you tell they're interested in it? Well, one way to tell is if you look over here to the side at the left, you'll notice this little conversation box with a fire inside of it. So that means it's a hot topic. Okay, people are really discussing that. And so you can definitely look at that as an area that a lot of people are interested in. Another area that you can look at are the replies and the views. Okay, so if something has quite a few views, let's say, I would say definitely in the hundreds to even thousands of views, then it's probably worth looking at. A lot of people are looking at that and they're very interested in that topic. If they have a lot of replies, for example, this one, and it probably was just because it was launched, fairly recently, only has one reply. Now, it may go up, it may not, but if you're comparing that to something that has, let's say, 105 replies, then you probably want to look at the one that has 105. This one has 264 replies, for example. This one has 99 replies, so it's, it's getting there. This has 112. So I would say anything in the hundreds to thousands you definitely want to look at, and especially on the views. All right. And so go through here, look for topics, see if there's anything that you have knowledge on. Okay, so again, a while ago we looked at Facebook. Do you have knowledge on Facebook? Do you have knowledge on selling? Do you have knowledge, just kind of, looking through here? Let's see. Do you have, any kind of internet marketing system that you've used in the past that has worked? And we don't necessarily mean it just has to make you $1 billion. That's not what we're talking about. Have you done something to rank videos highly? Have you done something to build a list? Have you done anything at all, for example, to when you mail to a list, you have high conversion rates. People actually buy what you're selling. Maybe through affiliate marketing. Have you ever made money through affiliate marketing? If you have, you're well ahead of most people who haven't done any of these things. Okay. Do you know how to create a blog? Do you know how to create a WordPress site, for example? These are skills that, people want to know how to do. Do you know how to write an article? Okay, if you can write an article, then you can make money online, for example. Do you know how to create a YouTube video? Again, lots and lots and lots of ideas out there. And people are wanting to know this stuff. They're wanting to know how in the world can they make money online. But even if you haven't made money doing it, you still have skills that are very valuable that people want to learn so that they can get to the point where they want to make money or where they can make money. And so just go through the Warrior Forum, get some ideas, and match those up with the skills that you already have or that you've used in the past. So now we're going on to step 3, which is create the product. Okay, and there's 2 parts to this. First of all, we have to research the content that goes into our product. And then we're going to create an ebook and put it in a PDF format. Now, I'm going to go with creating an ebook at this point because I think that's probably the easiest way to get started. Okay, you could create a video as well, but I think for most people just starting out, creating an ebook is the best kind of WSO, and it's also probably one of the more popular WSOs. Because people can glance at an ebook, they can look through it, especially if it has some screenshots or pictures, and they can get the information they need very quickly to obtain the skill that they're looking to master, and you can show them how to do that through an ebook. Now, on the researching mindset, just pretend for a moment that you're back in school and your teacher says, go research the 20 greatest niches to be in. Okay, now you'd probably go research it, right? You wouldn't come up with this stuff off the top of your head. I mean, you would actually go and try to find out the information. Now, what you want to do is, you want to look at several sources. Okay, you want to put it in your own words, and you want to put your own spin on it. You don't want to plagiarize other people's stuff. Okay, that's not what we're looking to do. Because don't copy other people's stuff because they'll find out about it and it's just not the right thing to do. And then you're going to write your report. And so very, very important that you put it in your own words, put your own spin on it, and just ask yourself, how can I make this information unique to me or unique to my experience? Okay, so if you see topics out there on, let's say, we kind of keep mentioning Facebook, but it could be anything. It could be ranking videos, for example, and you have experience in that. Then what is something that you have done to rank a video, or what is something that you have done to write articles, for example? So just basically pick a niche, pick an area, and do some research on it. It's really that simple. That's all there is to it. Traffic is an evergreen topic. That's something a lot of people want information on, is how to get traffic. Okay, so if you've ever gotten traffic to your website or your blog and you know a certain way to do that, then I guarantee you that's going to be a popular topic. And so there are 3 main places to go get content for our report. All right, and the number 1 place is the Warrior Forum itself. Okay, you can just simply use the search bar in the Warrior Forum, type in your topic. So let's say you want to build a buyer's list, for example. Okay, all you got to do is hit the search function on the Warrior Forum, how to build a buyer's list, type that in, and then simply open up your Word document and make notes of what's being said. So that's one way. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Okay, so we're back here at the Warrior Forum, and again, at this point we have found our topic. I want to pick how to build your buyer's list, okay, because that's kind of what we're talking about right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the search function, and we're going to type in something about building a buyer's list. Okay, so you could put build a buyer's list, and hit go, and let's see what comes up. Okay, we're going to search threads. And what you'll find is there'll be some information on building a buyer's list. Okay, so you go through the threads. And of course, a lot of people have different ways of doing this. Low priced ebook versus high priced courses. Okay. And if you don't quite get exactly what you're looking for through the very first search, then just change your words around a little bit. Okay. So, just kind of look for some ideas. And like here it says, I want to double my business in the coming year. And so this person may or may not have information on buyer's list, but I guarantee you, if you keep searching, just use this search function. You could just say building a list and just see what comes up on that. I guarantee if you keep using this, you will find information that you're looking for. Okay, because a lot of people ask questions on the Warrior Forum, and there's a lot of really good answers to those questions. So all you need to do is just keep searching, and you will find information on that. And just copy it in a notepad file. It's as simple as that. And so let's go ahead and look at our next idea to get content. And our next idea is YouTube. Okay, so I like to go to YouTube to research ideas as well. And you can use the information from the video to put together into a PDF, into a report. So definitely YouTube, go search that, and you'll get some great ideas there. So we're here on in YouTube, and I just typed in building a buyer's list. And as you can see, some of these results are relevant to internet marketing and some aren't. And so you just have to research for the results. But again, this is just like being back in school and you're going to the public library and you're picking out books on topics, but instead of picking out books, you're going to your computer and researching on there. How to build a buyer's list, the proper way to build a wholesale buyer's list. Well, you can probably get some ideas from there. How to build a buyer's list. Okay. So a lot of topics here on how to build a buyer's list. Here's one on how to build one using Craigslist. Okay, so there's an idea. Again, how to build with Craigslist, a buyer's list with Craigslist. Definitely can get plenty of ideas by researching the Warrior Forum and also YouTube. And just go through here and watch these videos. And I guarantee you're going to come up with several good ideas to put into a PDF, into a report. Okay. Now there's one more place we need to look that I always go to. And the place that I always like to go to next is Warrior Plus. Okay, now Warrior Plus is a website that we can use to research titles for products that are selling on our topic. So if your budget allows, you can actually purchase 2 or 3 of these reports on your topic and use parts of it to put into your own words and put that information into your report. And so this is Warrior Plus, warriorplus.com, and you can just simply scroll through here and you can look at the top 10 list of what's selling right now, for example, and you might have some ideas there, or you can just simply do a search on Warrior Plus and see if you can find anything on building a buyer's list. Okay, and if you do, you can definitely use that information and take parts of it and put that into your report. Now again, I'm not talking about copying, I'm just talking about using information, putting your own spin on it, and using this information to help others out. Okay, and so Warrior Plus is another excellent resource to use. So now we're on Create the Product Part 2. And on this one, we've done our research. Okay, we've done the research and we've written down plenty of ideas or typed up some ideas in a WordPad file. Now it's time to organize everything into a logical order. Okay, and so there are 2 pieces of information here that I need to share with you about this. The first one is, if you want a great free software to organize your report into, and it needs to be in a PDF format, then I highly recommend OpenOffice. Okay, so I believe there are different versions of Microsoft Word that will convert everything over into OpenOffice. I know there are other software programs out there that will convert into OpenOffice, into a PDF, I should say. And that's what you're looking for, is to put everything in a PDF so it can be read on a Mac and also on a PC. Okay, you want everyone in your audience to be able to read it, no matter what kind of computer they have. And so I would recommend that you go search Google for OpenOffice, download that free software if you don't have anything that'll do this, and just type everything into OpenOffice. Okay. The next thing that we need to talk about is, how do you organize your report? Well, there's basically two ways to organize your report. You can either do it chronologically, which is basically step by step, and that's kind of what I'm doing here in this report. You notice I said step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. And there are 5 steps to this particular report that we're sharing with you right now. So chronological order is a great way to organize your report, or you could do it through a resource guide. And a resource guide is where the order really doesn't matter so much. You just simply you give a resource like the top 5 sources of traffic where you can go get traffic for your website. Okay, it really wouldn't matter what order you talk about those in. You would just simply talk about them. So for example, if you want to talk about article marketing, you could say, well, you could do it through articles. There's one way. And then you can say, oh, well, you can also do it through videos. Okay, there's way number 2. Way number 3 might be through some other method, possibly maybe through Facebook, for example. Okay, doesn't really matter what order it's in. You're just putting them in as a resource guide. This is a great way to do this. So let's go ahead and talk about step 4 now. And step 4 is about writing the sales letter. Okay, now on writing a sales letter, once you have your product created, you'll need to write a sales letter for it. Okay, and this does not have to be difficult at all. Okay, one thing that I really recommend you do is start now looking at other sales letters. As you're doing your research, as you're going through the Warrior Forum, as you're going through Warrior Plus, as you're looking for ideas, really start looking at sales letters as examples, and then just kind of pick out some things that you like in those sales letters to model yours after. All right, that's one way to do it. Another way is I do have a sales letter formula that I teach a little bit more detail in some of my other products my other trainings that I create. But to put it simply, an excellent formula for writing a sales letter is using what's called the PASC formula. And the PASC formula stands for problem, agitation, solution, and call to action. And it's real simple. You want to solve people's problems. You want to help change their lives for the better, right? And so what you want to do is you want to call out the problem. For example, on the topic of list building, let's say you're trying to build a list and you want to say there's someone out there that really wants to build their list. And so the problem may be, would you like to build your buyer's list? Okay, just to put it simply, that could be your headline. Your agitation is you're trying to get them to recognize that they do have a problem. You're trying to get people out of that kind of that trance that they're in right now of sort of not dealing with their problem, and you're trying to help them to realize, hey, this is a problem that you really need to solve, and let's deal with it so you can move forward in your business. Okay, and so your problem is, would you like to build your buyer's list? Agitation is for their own benefit. Okay, it's to get them to take action. And so when you do this section of your sales letter, you just simply want to say, isn't it irritating that this is still going on? I mean, isn't it frustrating that you cannot seem to find a way to do this and others are out there doing this? And so what's the secret to this? How can you get to a position where you can build your buyer's list? What's the solution to this? Okay, and again, that's the agitation part. You're just simply heightening the problem to the point where it makes your viewer or your reader want to take action. That's all there is to it. The solution is when you whip out your solution, which is your offer. And so, for example, if you have a solution to help them build their buyer's list, and after you agitate it, kind of heighten the problem a little bit to get them to take action, then your solution is real simple. It's your product. Okay, your product is a solution. Okay, so buy this, and it will solve your problem. It will teach you how to build a buyer's list. Okay, and then your call to action is very simple. That's just when you tell them basically to buy it. Say this will solve your problem, and I highly recommend that you get it. You should buy it. If you do want to solve your problem, then go ahead and buy it now. That's it. That's the sales letter formula. So problem, agitation, solution, and call to action. And it works in all of my sales letters that I use. Another thing you want to do is you want to put your sales letter, one thing you can do is put it into the Warrior Forum. Okay, I really highly recommend that you do that. They have a test thread in the Warrior Forum where you can put your sales letters into. So, in fact, I have one right now we can go look at. And so, of course, if you're not a member of the Warrior Forum, you really should join this forum. It is an excellent forum. And if you're going to be creating WSOs, I highly recommend that you get involved in it. And so we're here at the Warrior Forum. I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom. Okay, so here's the Warrior Special Offer section that we were talking about a while ago. And I'm going to recommend that we scroll down all the way to the bottom to where it says Test Forum. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And whenever you start to create your own sales letters, it's a great idea to go ahead and put it in here into the test forum. And the test forum is where you'll put kind of the rough draft of your sales letter. And so, for example, here's one that I've done in the past. And as you can see, I've put my copy in here. Discover the secret of creating a simple review video that ranks on page 1 in 6 minutes flat, even before making the video. Okay, so you can see how that arouses some curiosity. How can you make a video, rank it in 6 minutes flat without even making the video, first? And again, I explain how to do that in the course. But as you can see, I have done a test thread. I have done a test sales letter in here, and you can simply, go through here if you want to look at some of my other products. Look at those sales letters. Those are pretty good examples of how I write this formula that I'm telling you about. Okay, called the PASC formula. But definitely we want to put it in a test thread just to test it out, and leave your buy buttons out for now until you're ready for them. Okay, so just simply write the copy, write the sales letter, and that's really all there is to it. Okay, to put it in the test form. And so the very fifth and final step of creating your first WSO is you want to list your product for sale and launch. And that's really it. And you want to list your product for sale on Warrior Plus. So let's go over there and take a look. This is Warrior Plus, and if you're wanting to list a product for sale, you want to list it as what's called a front end offer. Okay, you just want to list, starting out, I just recommend that you have a single product. Okay, you don't really want to worry about OTOs or upsells or anything like that. You're just simply trying to build your buyers list and get your very first product out there. That's really your main concern when you first launch your own product. And so what you'll do is you'll simply go to Warrior Plus, and you want to click on vendors, okay, since you're a vendor, and then you want to also click on products. All right, and you'll be able to basically add a new product. Okay, so you want to create a new product, and there's a very simple form here to fill out, and you'll just simply fill out this form. Okay, you'll name your product. Your delivery file will be your PDF. You'll just upload your PDF to Warrior Plus, and you'll go through there. You'll put some keywords in there, tell what category you want it, upload an image, and so on. And it's a pretty simple form to fill out. You will need to go through here and take some time to learn it, or I do have some other trainings on this. But the main thing is you want to go through here and just take your time, fill it out, and before you know it, you'll have your first product ready to go. I mean, it's really that simple. And so going back to our checklist here, you want to set everything up as a standalone WSO. Again, no OTOs on your first launch. And then just set a launch date. That's really all there is to it. You want to wait for approval and get everything ready for launch day. And once everything's approved, you're going to launch it. It's that simple. Okay, launch your product. It'll be out there. People will buy it. And you'll start building your buyers list. Okay, and then once you launch your first product and you get some people on your buyers list, then again you can communicate with those people, help them out, see what they want as far as future products go, and create those products. Okay, and then launch that one, and you'll have your second set of buyers. Okay, and you'll have your third set of buyers on your third launch, and so on. And that's how it builds. I mean, that's how it snowballs. Okay, and you keep building your list and keep building your list. So let's talk about some final thoughts here. First of all, after you get into the swing of things, you could easily make several of these WSOs every month. Okay, we're not talking about making a novel here. Okay, we're not talking about writing the next great novel. We're not talking about writing or creating 20 videos. Okay, because here's the thing. I mean, people will be very appreciative of your time, of their time. You know, if you're appreciative of their time, you create a very short training. They're going to listen to that short training, or they're going to watch that short training, or read that short training, and they're going to be very grateful that you have shown them something that they didn't know. Okay. And so then you can create another quick little short training that tells them exactly what they need to know without a lot of fluff. Okay. And again, people's time, is very valuable, and they just want to get to the nuts and bolts of things. I feel like, that we've done that in this product right here. I mean, I've just pretty much have told you step by step what we need to do to create a WSO. And that's what this is about. This is the same format that I create all my products in. And it's what I recommend that you do too. Okay, your trainings and whatever you're teaching, just show people step by step. They don't need a lot of motivational mumbo jumbo. They don't need a lot of fluff. You just need to tell them step by step how to do something. That's what they want to know. Okay. And quite frankly, the more WSOs that you make, the bigger your buyers list will become. The more people that you'll have on your buyers list, and the more chances that you'll have to make money. It's just that simple. Okay. And then number 3, you could create several WSOs per month, and you could have multiple streams of income coming in on a regular basis from your products. Now imagine how you'll feel when you're finally making the money that you deserve. And so let's kind of go over this again. Why create WSOs? That's a great question, and let me ask you this. How would it feel to wake up one morning, write a simple email, press send, and know that you'll have money in your bank account by that evening? How would that feel? Well, if that would feel pretty good, then you definitely want to start creating WSOs, because that's exactly what can happen. Now, it's real simple. It's all possible with WSOs. I mean, not only are you making money now, but you're also building a buyer's list as well. And this buyer's list can help you build your business for many, many years to come. Some of the people that have first joined my list, for example, they bought my very first products. They've been with me for a very long time. And that's because, apparently they like what I teach. They like the style that I teach in. And the same will be with you. Okay, when you develop your teaching style or your writing style, you'll get people on your list that'll be very loyal and that will want to learn more and more from you. Okay, and they'll go with your style. They'll really like the way you deliver information. And so that's why you create WSOs. You create WSOs to help change people's lives. And you also create WSOs, of course, to build your list, which in turn helps you make money in the long run. So my advice to you is very simple. Get started. Let's get started today. Okay, let's start taking action by teaching what you know and getting paid for it with simple WSOs. And you'll be glad you did. I mean, I know it's changed my life for the better. I know that I have helped other people, and I know that I feel like I have changed their lives for the better. And it's just a circle that it just feels good, to get out there, help people, and also make money while you're helping people as well. And for more information on creating your first WSO, check out some of my resources below, and I'll provide you some more helpful tips. So thanks for watching. This is Michael Harris, and we'll see you next time.